So this beautiful topic for today, the moon, comes with the full moon, and the reminder that there's so many things that we can do with the small little rituals and small little things to appease the moon. And then I was thinking about this yesterday, and that's why I'm narrating to you how did this small little lecture happen. And small little rituals, small little prayers, small little visuals and envisioning that you can do with the moon to heal yourself and heal anybody else, help heal anybody else who requires this healing. So what does the moon connect to? Many of you have been on healing journeys with me. We've learned so many things. There's astrology, there's remedial divination, there's, these kauris and mokshapat and all these divinations, the tarot cards that you have learned with me. We every time we begin a new modality, we talk about the moon, and essentially the intuitive corridors open up the moment we talk about the moon. There's grace, there's beauty, there is intuition, creativity, femininity, and inner beauty, happiness, peace, exuberance, and so many absolutely outstanding qualities in a human being are related to the moon. And primarily the controller and the god of our mind, we can say he's the controller or the god of mind. Different cultures all over the world speak about the moon in different ways. Sometimes it is addressed as a feminine goddess, moon goddess, sometimes as Chandrama, the masculine God we talk about. So the polarities are never to be confused. You should never get confused with the polarities. There's always a masculine and a feminine to every planet and to everything which is cosmic in nature, which is so universal in nature. There's always be these masculine and feminine polarities. And therefore, at our convenience and the need, we address the planet as a god or a goddess, right? And the power of the mind, the controller of the mind, and the moment to moment spinning magic over your mind. That's what the moon is. I mean, imagine a dedicated satellite to this earth. It's a dedicated satellite, a dedicated graha that is moving around the earth, constantly spinning magic on each and every being on the earth. That's what the moon is. It has no other function but to control the entire Maya and the illusion that is surviving here on the earth. Yeah. So that's why it's one of the most important planets and most important force, cosmic force, that needs to be understood, that needs to be acknowledged, that needs to be kept in constant awareness. How the phases of the moon are happening, when the full moon is and when the new moon is, and how you are reacting or how are you moving, in this field as the moon is changing its appearance. It's changing its appearance. How are we reacting to this? How are we affected with this? Are we affected or not affected? Also, when you study subjects like astrology, you understand where your moon is placed, how your moon is placed, what association your personality has with the moon, what is the contribution that this moon is, showering on your mind, what practicality or what emotive stance is your mind taking, and why is this happening? So this whole study about your own, and mind is the primary, the primary machine in your body, which is kind of ruling everything in your whole body. A very prominent and a very important Vedantic statement, says that whatever we consider as the reality, whatever we consider, or let me make it more specific, whatever your mind believes to be the reality, your entire body will respond to it. Your entire body will respond to it. And I often give this example to the one-on-ones that I am talking to normally, because if someone is convinced about something in the head, in the mind, his whole body responds to it. It's like, suppose you enter into a dark room and your you step on a rope. Let's say you open the door and the room is completely pitch dark, and you step on a rope and you think it's a snake. You thought it's a snake. Oh, I think I've hit a snake. And your whole body will start trembling. Oh my God, there's a snake here. And suppose there's a small nail on that snake, on that rope, and the nail pricks on your thumb, your foot, and you think that the snake has bitten you now, and your whole body can go blue, you can faint, you can even die. So whatever you believe to be the truth, your whole body responds to it. And it's like that. Somebody tells you that someone has done something on you, your whole body will respond to it. You start getting churning in your stomach, you start perspiring, you'll start throwing up and things like that. So mind can be such a profound, strong, it's a very profound, strong machine in your body. And they say that Atmaiva Yatmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. There's a shloka which says in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, very beautiful shloka. Udred Atmanam Atmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Yatmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. Yourself alone is your friend and yourself alone is your enemy. That means what you believe in can take you towards a progressive journey, and what you believe in to be negative can take you on a destructive journey. Therefore, people who get affected in the mind can go absolutely, their lives can go absolutely haywire. Their whole belief system gets messed up. Their whole vision about life can get ruined, etc. Such an important mechanism is the mind in your body. And the direct ruler of this mind is the moon, which we call the moon god or the goddess or whatever. So there are two important things here. This talk, small little beautiful talk, is dedicated to the moon. I wanted to give you some remedies with the moon. But why the remedies has to be understood first. Why do you require remedies for the moon? What's going wrong with the moon? Does the moon require the remedy? No, you require the remedy. Yeah, the moon does not require the remedy. You require the remedy because moon rules the mind, and the mind can go up and down, can go into different spirals of imagination, belief, misbelief, misunderstanding, and all of this requires remedies. Sometimes inherently we are born under such stars that the moon is debilitated or wrongly placed or wrongly influenced by the field that is cast at the time of your birth. And there is a inherent weakness in the mind. We require a remedy there. Sometimes there are there are phases of this weakness when there are transits happening, planetary transits are happening. Then there is a time when the moon is directly under a wrong position that is kind of driving the mind mad. Sometimes self-inflicted issues with the mind can be cured when you take remedies for the moon, because the moon is the god and can change the way you think, can rectify the different crevices in which you have entered into thought, etc. So it's very, very, very beautiful a study to understand the moon and the mind. Yoham pushpam veda pushpavan prajavan pashuman bhavati chandramava apam pushpam pushpavan prajavan pashuman bhavati. Very beautiful shloka. I think it is from the Gayatri Upanishad. Very beautiful sutra. It talks about the person who understands the relationship between the moon and the water. It talks about water and water, moon, mind. They are all the three correlated. He becomes joyous and rules and reigns this kingdom. The shloka says that. And so the relationship between moon, the relationship between mind is the first thing to understand. Between water and the moon, another thing to understand, and your 60%, 70% body is water. Therefore, one of the most important planets that influences you, your thought, and consequently the body, is the moon. And all kinds of remedies that you can learn, you should learn, at least to understand what are the small little things I can do? The smallest of the mantra, I think, that is there, apart from Om, of course, and the Bij Aksharas of the Devis that we did in the 10 incantations, is Som Somai Namaha. Om Som Somai Namaha. Small mantra for the moon. And I have been experimenting with this mantra specifically for many, many years now. Many years now. Anybody who comes across any disturbance of the mind, going up and down in mood swings, feeling sad, sorrowful, whatever, I just give them this mantra. I said, you do it for a couple of days. Let's, see how you feel, because and I see that it makes a difference in people's way of, the way they're thinking, and the mood swings come in control. Their mood is uplifted. Their mind is uplifted, and creativity opens doors. The moon mantras, I'm going to give you a list of about 5-6 mantras for the moon that really work well. And what happens is that, the electromagnetic field that is spinning because of the moon's movement around the earth, when it is affecting your mind in such a way that your mind is going into a depression, that's what is depression. The electromagnetic field creates a crevice or creates a dent in which the mind starts dwelling, and that's what is depression. There's a depression. The dictionary meaning of depression is there's a a kind of a vent. There's a kind of a dent happening there where energy is going down and down and down. So it bridges. When you do these small little mantras, it bridges the gap, and there is a smooth flow of energy that allows to open doors of creativity. Creativity is another very beautiful positive polarity of the moon. Intuition and creativity, these are two very strong positive polarities of the moon. When intuition gets blocked, then misunderstandings happen. Intuition is a direct dialogue with the cosmos. Intuition is a direct dialogue with the cosmos. It's the intelligence downloading, streaming. I would use the word streaming, not even downloading. It's streaming intelligence of the cosmos that tells you something, and you act according to that guidance. Intuition is a very, very powerful tool, and it is coming under the control of the moon. And also creativity, tapping into other dimensions from the earth and beyond, to bring down things here on the earth, to bring beauty, grace, happiness, joy, peace, and creativity. Moon is instrumental. It gives you the direct energy and the direct connect to touch upon any dimensions that you want, in the universe. Therefore, understanding and acknowledging the moon becomes a very vital thing, very, very beautiful thing. If one is aware of the phases of the moon and acknowledges the moon when it is in its full form, full glory, it showers upon human. That's why earlier days people would follow very religiously, a full moon day fast, or a Amavasya fast, or a Ekadashi fast. We have, I don't know whether he's here today, Sundaramji, very old student of mine. He follows Ekadashi fast. He keeps a Maun Vrata on Ekadashi. So many years that we've known. And it's a very beautiful thing to do, to keep a track of the moon cycle, A. B, to do small little things on these important days of the moon. It allows you to receive, your receptivity to the moon power increases when you acknowledge the cycle. So in the list of remedies, the first remedy is to become aware of the moon cycle and understand that this is one planet that is constantly weaving magic on my mind. And if I am in friends, I'm in a friendly note with the moon, I'm assured that my mind is my friend and it's not a foe. Yeah, my mind is a friend. It's not an enemy, because what I said, the Bhagavad Gita shloka, yourself alone is a friend, and yourself alone can be your enemy. So how your mind, and when we say the self, it means the individuality, and the individuality is ruled majorly by the mind. Majorly by the mind. Therefore, it's very, very important for you to understand that I should not allow my mind to fluctuate here and there, and I should know what's happening in my mind, why it's happening in my mind. Even if you go through a sadness, there should be this awareness inside you that is constantly knowing, why are you sad? Why are you feeling sad? This awareness, never dipping, never going awareness should be alive. And, over a period of time, when you become conscious about the cosmic cycles and the way the planets are moving and the way the moon, especially the stock is for the moon, you will become in touch, with its wisdom. Automatically, you will be in touch with the wisdom. Okay. So in the list of remedies that we talk about, Western and Eastern, let's talk some fun about remedies. Yeah. The Western remedies always, again, go with the moon cycles and their full moon rituals and beautiful salt baths and, aroma oils that correlate and correspond to the moon, and crystals that correspond to the moon. When we talk about Western remedies for the moon, they are all around the folk wisdom and magic rituals that come from the study of the earth magicians and the green magicians, the green witchery. And, they have been very creative in giving you simple, different remedies to just anoint oil here and there, and to just sit down and meditate in the open under the full moon, or to celebrate with a dance, or to go take a ritualistic full moon bath and put on some music. So very creative, very artistic, very beautiful, and very, very empowering. Those rituals are very, very empowering. So crystals, herbs, and maybe essential oils or aroma oils. If you have a combination of these three things in your altar or in your workspace where you do all your holistic work, you could make sachets, you could make small little pillows with the herbs, or you could anoint a little oil and create a meditative ritual for a full moon or a no moon. Both these are very powerful days. No moon is also a very powerful day when the moon is not visible, and there is a dark night, and it's going to come out tomorrow now into a beautiful crescent to show you how the phase is going to build up again. And the waxing is going to happen, So all the days of the moon, including the no moon, are very powerful and are deserving of rituals and celebrations. Okay. So in the list of crystals, you can write down this. In the list of crystals, I would, any one of these or many of these could be kept near you on a full moon day or a new moon day, to just play with it for a while and then put it in a bowl, maybe wash them and soak them in some water and sprinkle the water around you or around your home is a beautiful thing to do. Crystals, if they're just around you, you can sit, with a nice, beautiful circle of stones or a bowl in which there are crystals and meditate on them. In your balcony, or if you have a beautiful lawn or a garden, you could sit for about 15-20 minutes under the full moon to celebrate, or a new moon to celebrate. Write down the crystals that go well with, that correspond to your moon energy. Essentially pearl definitely, because it's the a gemstone listed connection with the moon. Pearls, any form of pearls. And in fact, anything that comes out from the ocean and the sea is definitely corresponding to the moon. You have shells, you have the small little mica chips, and various kinds of, water body things that come out. They're all connected to the moon. Pearls, of course. And then in crystals, selenite, write down selenite, moonstone, labradorite, opal, and moon quartz. These are some very beautiful stones that can, enhance the moon energy and enhance your connectivity with the moon. Any of these, even one of these, is all right for you to hold on a full moon or a new moon day, and, breathe in and sync with the breath and take in that energy for 10-15 minutes. You can meditate with any of these. Then herbs, the ones. So what does one do with these herbs if you want to create a remedy for the moon? You could take a little bit of, any one of these or a combination of these herbs and make a small pouch, potli, something like a potli, and, add maybe a few essential oil drops to it and anoint this whole body, or you can, just take a nice pat massage on your body with it, and then smell it. and then hold the putli or the pouch in your hand and sit and meditate for 10-15 minutes. You could also use these in making some tea and water, uh, these herbs in water to make charged water that can be sprinkled everywhere in your room, etc. Okay, so write down the list of herbs that are suitable for the moon. Sage, SAGE, sage. Sage sticks are good to burn. Incenses is good, but if not, even sage as it is very, its vibrational frequency is very beautiful and is connected with the moon. Cloves, long. Laurel, lavender, cedar, and mint. So any one of these or many of these can be put together, and you can use those herbs, to connect. Then we have aroma oils. Which of the oils are suitable and corresponding and take you closer to the vibration of the moon? Write these. Frankincense to begin with. Frankincense, geranium, cardamom, eucalyptus, myrrh, MYRRH. Myrrh is very beautiful, and really frankincense and myrrh together work beautifully and magically to connect you to the moon vibration. Myrrh and frankincense. Sandalwood and lang lang. YLANG, lang lang. These aromas are good. So a combination of these. Now you see, I've given you a list of crystals. I've given you a list of herbs. I've given you a small list of aroma oils. You can combine these. You can anoint the crystal with one of the aroma oils, or you can put a few drops of aroma oil in some of the herbs, or you can have herbs and crystal and a few drops of the aroma oil together in a potli, in a pouch, in a sachet, and use it for your meditation. Okay, this is one of the easiest things to do without having any formalities for any rituals. And of course, create a beautiful ambience. Whenever you're doing your moon rituals, create a beautiful ambience. Burn some incense, light some candles or diya, play soft, beautiful music, go take a shower, wear something fresh and beautiful, preferably in white or pastel colors. Feel that you're in the moon shower. Feel that you're in the moon shower. Very dim lighting, and sit and meditate or dance, put on good music and dance, or just go take a stroll in the garden. Feel that you are under the shower of the moon. That will help you enhance and receive the energy. From the Indian perspective, point of view, we have mantras, which are undoubtedly very, very powerful and very brilliant. So 4-5 mantras of the moon that are popularly chanted and given. I'll give you a list of this right now. Before we do this, but before I dictate these mantras to you, understand how is a mantra? How can you use the mantra? The mantra needs to be always chanted, especially when you wanted to use it for a remedy. So for if there is a problem with the person's mind, there's disturbance in the mind, there is a low feeling, there is depression, there is kind of a sulking, sinking feeling, then a moon remedy really helps, because it controls the mind and the mind can be uplifted. So randomly doing a mantra one day and saying next day it hasn't worked for me doesn't work that way. Okay, a mantra should be always in such a condition, taken with a sankalpa that I am going to do this mantra for 40 days or 21 days or for 11 days to bring up such and such issue out of my mind, or to feel better, or to come out of this sunken feeling. If it is for someone, if the child is suffering, the mother can do it for the child. Husband is suffering, a wife can do it for the husband, vice versa. A wife is suffering, a husband can do it for her. Okay, you can do it for your children. So within the karmic circles, you can do it for someone. But beyond the karmic circle, it's nice if you just recommend the mantra and tell the person to do it himself. Okay, so in Sankalpa of 11 days, 21 days, 41 days, it works the best. How many chants of the moon mantra should be done? 11,000 chants of the moon mantra is a magical, has a magical effect on the person. So you can divide this 11,000 into, if you want to give it at ease, then give it for 40 days, would come to about 3 malas every day. You understand a mala? A rosary has 108 beads. So if you divide 11,000 with 108, then you take it for 40 days, you would get, I think, about 3 malas every 2 point something. So it comes to 3 malas every day, 3 rosaries every day, which is a very easy thing to do for a simple small mantra of the moon. For if you take it for, like, let's say 14 days, some people recommend, some healers recommend that in the waxing moon, that means from a new moon to the full moon, that means a 14 days, you finish 11,000 mantras, and that is very effective. So of course, again, do this with a sankalpa. Yeah, that today is the full moon, is the no moon, and tomorrow is going to be the new moon. So I'm starting tomorrow. Take a little water. How do you take a sankalpa? Take a little water in your right hand and just sit in front of your altar and visualize the moon, pray to the moon god and say that I'm starting your beautiful mantra today. 8 malas every day or 3 malas every day. If you want to take it for 40 days, then take 3 malas. If you want to finish it in 14 days, then you need to do 8 malas every day. Divide and see and check. Okay, it will be 7 point something. So 8 malas every day. I'm starting 8 malas every day for the next 14 days. May such and such thing be absolved, taken out from my mind. May I be healed, or may the creativity open. You can even take sankalpas, not necessarily always for depression or for low mind. It can also be done for intuition to open up. It can be also done for creativity, something to download, or something to, let's say you're working on a project and you want something exceptional as a gift from the moon, the creative gift from the moon. You can even do sankalpas for very constructive something, right? Also for someone in your immediate circle, if somebody is going through problems. Yeah. So the way to do the sankalpa is very simple. Take some water in your right hand, sit in front of your altar, and have a communication with the god, with whatever ishta you have, or with the moon directly, that I'm starting this mantra today for so many days, so many malas every day. May my wish be fulfilled. And you drink this water and then you start. Okay, very simple way to do it. So write down the list of mantras, then I'll talk something more about it. Sangeeta ma'am has recommended between, okay. All right, write down the list of mantras. So the easiest one is Om Som Somai Namaha. The easiest one is Om Som Somai Namaha. Okay. And then you have, so Om Som Somai Namaha is the first mantra. And in this mantra, you can even add Om Shrim Som Somai Namaha. The Shrim word is like a surrender word, the word of surrendering, You can even add Shrim in the beginning. So 2 options, Om Som Somai Namaha or Om Shrim Som Somai Namaha, right? All right, then next, Om Shram Shrim Shraum Saha. Shram, S-H-R-A-A-M, Shram, Shrim, S-H-R-E-E-M, Om Shram Shrim Shraum, S-H-R-A-U-M, Shraum. It is like Shri Auki Matra, Shraum. Shram Shrim Shraum Saha, S-A-H. Chandramase Namaha, Chandramase Namaha, C-H-A-N-D-R-A-M-A-S-A-Y, Chandramase. Om Shram Shrim Shraum Saha, Shram Shrim Shraum Saha, Chandramase Namaha, Chandramase Namaha. Okay. Then another one for issues related to marriage or relationships. Somebody is not getting married, or somebody's marriage is going in a problem. To ask the moon to intervene and to stabilize a relationship. Okay, write down this mantra for that. Om Saubhagya Siddhim. Om Saubhagya Siddhim. Siddhim Dehi Dehi Namaha. I'm repeating. Om Saubhagya Siddhim. Siddhim Dehi Dehi Namaha. This is to stabilize relationships, and especially for marriages to happen, or marriages that are going through problems, to stabilize that. Okay. Now I'm giving you a list of 3 Gayatri mantras. 3 Gayatri mantras which are related to the moon, and all these 3 are very, very beautiful and powerful. Okay. Write down. Om Padma Dvajaya Vidmahe. Padma Dvajaya Vidmahe. Om Padma Dvajaya Vidmahe. Hema Rupaya Dhimahi. Hema Rupaya Dhimahi. Tanno Chandra Prachodayat. Tanno Chandra Prachodayat. Om Padma Dvajaya Vidmahe. Hema Rupaya Dhimahi. Tanno Chandra Prachodayat. Second one. Om Kshira Putraya Vidmahe. Kshira. K-S-H-I-R-A. Kshira Putraya Vidmahe. Amrit Tatvaya Dhimahi. Amrit Tatvaya Dhimahi. Tanno Chandra Prachodayat. Om, then third one. Om Nishkaraya Vidmahe. Om Nishkaraya Vidmahe. Kalanathaya Dhimahi. Om Nishkaraya Vidmahe. Kalanathaya Dhimahi. Tanno Soma Prachodayat. Tanno Soma Prachodayat.
Ma, can I request you to repeat the last one, please?
Yes. Om Nishkaraya Vidmahe. Kalanathaya Dhimahi. Kalanathaya Dhimahi. Tanno Soma Prachodayat. Somebody can write these 3 Gayatri mantras on the chat so that anybody who has missed can copy it from there. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. So these are the 3 mantras. Now, 11,000 is the total number of chants that is considered to be a remedy for the moon. Can be divided into 11 days, 21 days, 41 days, or as a part of the remedy, they say that you finish this 11,000 chants in 14 days, which is the waxing moon time, which is the most effective remedy. So most effective, that if you're able to start from the new moon and finish it on the full moon and finish 11,000 chants, which means 8 malas every day. All right. Then it is considered to be most effective. And as I always give a lot of freedom when you're doing mantra chanting, and most of the students who know me and have been studying with me, I give a lot of liberated way of doing it. But the more you're able to tighten your sankalp, tighten means make it more firm, the more your willpower is exercised, and it's your purushart that goes very high, and the remedy becomes more effective. That's why a lot of rules and regulations normally are recommended by people who give you these remedies. So if you understand that the rules or regulations are not because the moon will get angry or anything like that, the rules and regulations are to make your sankalpa more firm and more effective. So take a middle path on not being too loose and not being too tight. take a middle path, and whenever you take a sankalpa for any mantra, sacrifice something, leave something, for those 14 days, for those 40 days, for those 21 days, and make your life very disciplined, at least for that time, so that sattvic and discipline, at least for that time, so that the remedy is effective, your willpower is exercised. How do these remedies work? Now understand this beautifully. I've spoken about that your mind itself is your friend and your mind is your enemy, right? How do these remedies work? The vibrational frequency of the moon is invited when you take up a remedy. Let's say you're doing a mantra. You're inviting and opening your receptivity, your crown, to receive the moon's help. The vibrational frequency of the moon that showers on you when you take a remedy, whether you wear a crystal or you're chanting the mantra, or you're anointing an aroma oil, or you're doing a full moon ritual under the, whatever you're doing, basically you're aligning your body mind to the vibrational frequency of the moon. Your receptivity opens and the moon showers its grace on your mind. Your mind thinks right, or does things, inspires you, to do things right. And that's how a big circle of things setting up right start. Things setting up right start. They start falling in the right place. At the inception, where the mind, where the imperfection has sprouted, at that place, if perfection sprouts, then a whole beautiful circle of things perfectly following starts. So it's workable. And when you understand the science of it, it's really workable. Get my point? So mantras are a second, option for those who really seriously want to work on the moon. Those who have astrological issues with the moon, which is a lifelong maintenance kind of a thing. Somebody has a debilitated moon, or a moon in the ashtam position, and has noticed that his moods and his mind really gives him a lot of trouble, or it can hinder with your relationships, it can hinder with your creativity, it can hinder with a lot of things, because moon is such an important planet. For those people, a remedy like this should be taken lifelong. Like instead of taking sankalpa for 40 days or 11 days, or you should just take a sankalpa for 1 mala or 2 malas every day throughout your life, without any, and that will ensure your connectivity with the moon, especially people who have 8th house moon, and if it is solitary there, and if it's really, that that your mind goes through up and down. You are the person who knows you really need a remedy. Nobody else outside will tell you ever. You are yourself a person who would say that, yes, I think I need a remedy for this. My mind does go haywire here and there. Do 1 mala every day of your chosen mantra out of the 5 that I've given you, lifelong. Just do, and believe you me, your mind will come in perfect sync with the grace of the moon. It definitely. Crystals and stones, like you have the opal, you have the selenite. I've just given you a list. These can be worn on the body. They are very humble stones. They're not like gemstones that are very powerful, and you need to consult somebody to ask how much weight of this I should wear, or which day I should wear. No, these are humble stones. They're crystals. The entire earth kingdom is so benevolent and so beautifully having, so giving us so many options. Any of these stones you can wear in the form of a bracelet, or in the form of a pendant, or keep it in your body, and utilize your power, to utilize your own prana and your power to activate these stones time and on, to make it understand what are you wearing this for. So anointing it with oil. Anointing is polishing it with the oil a little bit, giving it a nice kiss, keeping it close to your heart, and then giving your intention that I want my mind to be exuberant and bright. I want the corridors of creativity to open. May my crown receive your grace and light. These powerful words, can invite beautiful energy of the moon, and even a small stone can give you such a remedial, beautiful effect. Get it? And so it is with the aromas. You could make a beautiful personal oil for yourself, moon oil, to invite love, grace, beauty, happiness, joy, and anoint this oil a little bit on your pulse points every day, like a dry perfume or a body freshener after your bath. When you put it and you understand, oh, this is for the moon, and so it keeps you open to receive the moon vibes. Yeah. So these remedies are not something that you can ever buy them here and there from people, and they don't work that way. If you understand why you need a remedy or why someone is close to you needs a remedy, they work better for you that way. And personally doing it with feelings, with a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings, it will really align you beautifully to the moon. Okay. For those who really love this subject and love whatever I've been talking, you must get in touch with Amrita or Priyanka and understand this remedial course that we're having on the weekend. The small talk has come out of that course because I really wish everybody learns this art of spell casting and making small beautiful teas to drink. Give somebody a little intention casted, spell casted medicine to use. To make remedies, 100 options in remedies you will learn when you do the course. So anybody who's interested in this subject, get in touch with Amrita or Priyanka, take the details and consider doing it. Also, an open invitation for all of you present here to attend the orientation, which is there on Friday. We have an orientation on Friday. Amrita, we can have it open for all those who want to understand what's going to happen tomorrow and day after tomorrow. That means on Saturday, the workshop is on Saturday and Sunday. What are we going to learn? A brief will be given on the orientation. The content will be explained very properly. The material that is required will be explained as well. So you are most welcome to attend the orientation on Friday. Okay, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Now tell me if there are any questions I would love to ask. I would love to answer. Oh, so there are a lot of questions here. Can I just read them quickly? Thank you so much. Thank you, Gitanjali, for noting this down here. Moon in the 6th house too. Okay. Sankalpa. Yeah. Pranam. So good to see you. I always love to see you here.
Me too, ma'am.
Yeah. Which oil? Combust moon mean Aparupa. Combust, the word combust is used for planets when the planet is very close to the sun. The sun is a glorious shining planet. I mean, इसका तेज इतना होता है कि इसके पास में कोई भी planet होता है, any planet which is very close to the sun, you can't see it because of the glow of the sun. We call that planet a combust planet. Okay.
Do for that, you have to chant these mantras only.
Sorry.
So combust moon में भी हम यही
Yeah. And you are the best person to know how the combust moon is affecting you. Correct.
Well, I feel so much better now.
I'm sure you do. See, God always understand all of you. These remedies are beautiful toys for us children to play. God's grace is the most mature and the most powerful and the most potent of all the remedies. There's no medicine better than grace of God. And to be connected to God every day and to invite His grace is the most powerful remedy. Yet, we have all these beautiful chapters on remedies, that as children, we love to understand the multiplicity of all these resources that are scattered here on earth. We love to learn. That's why there's so many subjects, so many modalities, so many different remedies, so many different stones, oils. I mean, you ask me, I'm into all of these and I love this beautiful kindergarten that I am in, and yet the most powerful, I always tell, the most powerful remedy is to be in contact with God and to be assured of His grace day and night. Yeah.
Can't thank you enough, Ma, for your remedial divination. It was, I still use it every day on myself.
I know.
That's the only thing that I'm supported for. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma, I wanted to ask something if I can.
Yes, Ritika.
Ma, if you're using oils, then we have to use a carrier oil because directly we cannot use the oils. They can burn. So
Well, if you're anointing the oils directly, doesn't matter, but very powerful oils like, something which is, let's say lime is there, or if mint is there, if it's too powerful, then, and it's very strong, then you mix it with another drop of coconut oil or a base oil. Otherwise, yeah, with small quantity, one drop does not give you any discomfort. But if your skin is sensitive and you can't apply oils directly, then definitely you must use a carrier oil with it. Yeah.
And one more question, Ma. If we don't know, if we have to give it to somebody else and we don't know about their stars and astrology, so can we give it like this also? We don't
Yes, the mind is disturbed. That means some locha with the moon for sure.
know. Okay.
Somebody's mind is disturbed, even if it's for a moment. Let's say somebody has gone through a breakup and she's depressed and she's really going into into dark thoughts and into self-destructive thoughts, and so the mind means the moon. That's it.
Okay.
So you give remedies for the moon. Without, you don't need to see the astrological chart or anything. Something has gone wrong with the mind, balancing can be done with a moon remedy for sure.
And how about the Gayatri mantra, Ma? Where to use that?
Very powerful. The Gayatri, these are the moon Gayatris, what I've given you, the 3 of them, they are Gayatri. Gayatri is a meter. Gayatri is a grammatical word used, when, so people who are into Gayatri sadhana, the Gayatri mantra sadhana, normally for any remedy, they would take a corresponding Gayatri mantra. So for instance, for all the 9 planets, we have 9 Gayatris. For all the tattvas, we have Gayatris, for all the Akash tattva, Gayatri mantra, that means it is metered. The mantra is metered in the Gayatri chanda. It's called chanda, meter, So, and then they all go in this manner, the way the typical Gayatri mantra goes. So it's beautiful. They're all very beautiful mantras. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is being too much emotional also a sign of weak moon? It is definitely it's watery. That means the water content. Being too emotional is having a high water content in the body. And obviously, yes, moon is responsible for sure. Yeah. Sangeeta ji, Panchal, Sangeeta, yes. Is that your question I read? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Moon moon in the 6th house. Is Saturn and moon are together, then should we enhance the moon? Well, these are very technical questions, Pooja, very technical questions. So I can start with this explanation and it will take me another 15-20 minutes, half an hour. So not here. For my an affinity for Patashi. Okay. If someone wants to do for husband, then they need to take husband's name also while chanting, or the process of chanting will be same. Sangeeta, if the person really requires the moon, a remedy, then he or she should be always spoken to. Even if it's in your own circle, unless somebody is really in some kind of insanity or, and otherwise, generally, you should always tell. Say, suppose I want to give something to my daughter, I should talk to her and I said, this is going to help you, baby. Can I do this for you, or would you do this, yourself? So it's nice to discuss with the person and then, and yes, it definitely works. Okay. The name is not required. You don't need to take the name of the person. In the Sankalpa, you will take the name, definitely. When you take the Sankalpa, then you will take the name. All right. Yes, any other question? Please come up.
Ma'am, can anyone wear pearl? Because कभी-कभी कुंडली देख के बोलते हैं मोती नहीं पहनना चाहिए.
See, now this is again a technical question. Yet, pearl, out of all the gems, pearl is something which is most harmless. Most harmless. There is no harm in wearing pearl. That's why it's there in common jewelry. Down south, you'll see all the women wearing pearl malas, in their necks. Pearl is very harmless. So you don't need to go check astrologically whether this pearl is going to suit you or not. You can wear it. You yourself, sometimes, if you're wearing a pearl ring and you find it very discomforting and you feel like removing it every time, remove it. Then there is no need to check. So, most of these crystals and gems, At least for crystals, I can tell you for sure. Gems need astrological recommendation, not crystals. And pearl comes in between crystal and gems, so it's not a very powerful gem that like a neelam or a pukhraj, or you don't need any consultation for pearl for sure. Also, crystals, if you're wearing something and your body doesn't like it, you feel like removing it again and again. Listen to your own body messages, and then respond to that and go according to that. You don't need to consult anyone for this. Yeah.
Ma, can I ask something?
Yes, Beta Manvi.
Ma, can these mantras be given for people who feel suicidal or have like psychiatric?
Yeah, should definitely be given. Should definitely be given. You will be amazed at how powerful they are. So amazed at how powerful they are. I'm telling you, moon and the mind, my God, it can drive a man crazy. A mind can take a person into absolute dark crevices. This should be given. Should be given.
Even for psychotic symptoms like psychic attacks or someone.
Yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Ma,
Can these be done during menstruation? Yes, menstruation is not a taboo for any mantra chanting. Please go ahead and do it.
Ma, I have one more question. Like, pearl can be worn with silver, or we should use it in gold? It can go with gold and silver.
The metal corresponding to moon is silver. Metal corresponding to sun is gold. Yeah. So when people wear it to balance the moon and the sun energy, they wear a pearl in gold. And when it is specifically to be worn as a remedy to the moon, then we wear it in silver. Yeah, silver, as it is good that you mentioned silver for all of you. Another powerful remedy, is the usage of silver and even donation of silver. You give small little silver things to, especially if somebody has an astrological defect in the or some weakness in the horoscope, then to donate small little silver coins, or make some articles of silver on a full moon day or a new moon day, to donate it is a good remedy for a certain period. If somebody is going through a moon dasha or antardasha, it can be done. And if it is affecting the mind adversely, then it should be done. Otherwise, even using silver in your day-to-day, for instance, you take your water in a silver glass every day, it balances the adverse vibes of the moon, if it is there like that. People born in Krishna Paksh, on days which are powerful, moon days which are powerful, and if you notice that the moon cycles are affecting this person or you yourself, on a full moon you think differently, on a new moon you think differently. There is a very evident, tangible effect of these cycles. Then you must use silver in your day-to-day life. That means drink water, especially drinking water in a silver glass is very effective. Putting a silver coin in it, it's a very nice vibratory medicine. More powerful would be to take a glass of water, fill it, take a silver glass, fill it with water, chant the mantra that you want 11 times, and then let it be there overnight, and drink this water in the morning. So the more empowering you can make it, more and more empowering, the whole ritual can be made more empowered. Get it? Silver usage is very good. Also, you wearing bands of silver in your hand or wearing a silver anklet is also nice. The vibes of the silver metal on the body harmonize the moon's effect. Yeah. Ma, will you please suggest one remedy for students also related to moon? Yeah. Which moon mantra to do for one's own child who is going through stress in academics? Om Somaya Namah is very nice for children. Om Somaya Namah is very good for children. Also give them water, the silver water. It's very nice. I'm having disturbed mind, and it takes a lot of effort to do rituals. So Rima, you do these small, don't do elaborate rituals, do small little rituals that would de-stress you, rather than the stress of doing the ritual should not be there. Do small little things that would easily put you in a relaxed mode. For instance, lying down in shavasana, visualizing the moon and doing Som Somaya Namaha for, let's say, 5 minutes without counting. When counting is stressful, yeah, So relax yourself to such a point that it becomes what do you call, a de-stressing kind of a ritual. Get it?
Ma, is there any specific time for chanting the mantras?
Uh,
Time.
you can do it anytime. The night time for moon, especially the night time, or the VRs in the morning are good. That's why, all our remedial divination rituals that I teach, the medicines that we prepare, the vibrational medicines we prepare, all go with the moon cycle. So we do it either in the evening or in the VRs in the morning, not when the sun is showing, but when the moon is showing, So before sunrise and after sunset are considered to be good times to do anything to do with the moon.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Ma.
Hare
One
Krishna.
query.
Devika,
Ma,
yes.
if one needs to donate silver, which is the preferred day that one should donate silver?
Monday.
Monday. Okay. Thank you, Ma.
That is the corresponding, Monday is the corresponding day for the moon. Northwest is the corresponding direction. Yeah. White is the corresponding color. White and milky white is the corresponding color. Pastels also.
Ma, autistic children also are moon afflicted?
That's so the autistic children have a lot of karma backlog, and moon mantras might definitely calm them down, keep them calm. And also you need to understand if there is any other planet there which is causing aggression. If they're in aggression, not all autistic children go in aggression. Many of them don't. So if there is any aggression, then moon mantra will definitely help them to calm down.
Thank you, Mom.
Same question, even like I mentioned, my grandchild is autistic, but I have 3 grandchildren who are autistic. I have 6 grandchildren, so out of which 3 are autistic. So do I do it separately for each one of them?
Yes,
So,
yes. Each
okay.
one has his own karmic baggage, so each one should be done. So let the mothers also do, na? Let the mother also do. Yeah, the mother and the child have a bonding, and the mother and the child have a relationship with the moon.
Yes.
So each child's mother should be doing at least one mala every day for the child.
Okay, thank you.
If a child suppresses their emotion, can this moon mantra work from them? Like they know they have to cry and they are just suppressing their crying or sadness or anger. In that case,
yes, they can. But whom are you recommending this to, the mother or for the child?
No, I'm recommending it for the mother. Like my daughter, she suppresses her emotions a lot. Like,
yeah, you can see the moon is such a powerful planet, and it's a mother. Basically, it's the mother, of the universe. The sun is the father and the moon is the mother. So a small mother is addressing to the big mother to take care of an issue. It's definitely heard. It's definitely her. You can take a sankalpa for her not to be suppressing, and for her to open up her expression and joy. The other day someone was asking me that her daughter keeps very quiet and is non-expressive and does not express joy or dance or laugh heartily. And though there is no reason in the house, and everything is very beautiful in their family, why is she so unhappy? So there are two pointers here. One is maybe really she is, and the second is maybe the parent is anxious and worried, and the child is not so expressive as much as he wants her to be expressive. So in any which way, to surrender this to the moon and to do a japa is a very beautiful thing to do. Yeah. Lovely.
Somebody is very emotional, like people who are too emotional. Can we give them also these mantras?
Yes, it balances emotions. Moon and emotions, balances emotions, brings it to a right. See, it stabilizes, it stabilizes the mind and the intellect, and enhances maturity. Moon, it stabilizes the intellect and it matures the, there is something very balanced that happens with the moon vibration. When you invite moon vibration, when you take it as, it balances. Also in your body you have the Ida and the Pingala. The moment you, what is moon? What is moonlight? Moonlight is reflected sunlight, correct? In the same way, the mind, moon shows with the reflection of the sunlight, correct? Otherwise you can't see the moon. Yeah, all of you know that technically. Similarly, the mind works and functions with the inner soul's glow. So the moment you are activating the moon energy to rectify something with a specific intention, it immediately activates the mind, and the soul's glow heals it. The glow of the soul heals it. That's how the planet doesn't come down and enter into your body to do anything. Basically, your own mechanism self-heals. Your own mechanism self-heals. Your own body's mind and energy works to heal. Get it? So it's very nice to do it. Definitely.
अगर कोई इडा को अगर एक्टिवेट करना है तो ये क्या मून मंत्रा will help?
Yes, it will help. Pranayam is a complementing thing with the mantra. So specifically, if activation of Ida is required, then you should do the alternative nose breathing, and also putting a ball of small cotton ball into your right nostril and breathing only with the left nostril for at least 5 minutes every day, and support it with the moon mantra. It will help.
Okay. And this, you had said that for people who have suicidal tendencies, they should also be given the mantra. So which amongst the 5 that you have given is most powerful?
The Om Somai Namah is a mantra that works directly on the mind. And Shram, Shrim, Shrom, Saha is astrological, more of an astrological remedy for the moon. Okay. So if the person whom you're giving the mantra is going to find it difficult to chant, and you think ye itna lazy hai ya itna moody hai, kaise karega, give the smallest one, and that is Om Somai Namah.
And if the person doesn't have any laziness, then which Gayatri is best?
Gayatri to तीनों बहुत अच्छी है. Shram Shrim is a very powerful mantra. It's astrological. It's directly for the planet mantra. That is very nice.
And does it also help in controlling temper?
Yes, it does.
So वही 14 days वाला किया जाए या उसके थोड़ा लंबा करना?
14 days वाला करे, try करिए, पहले करिए. See, one sankalpa does not end the story. You do one sankalpa and see how you're feeling. Then take a long sankalpa for 6 months. It's worth it. आपकी mental health से ज़्यादा और क्या अच्छी चीज़ है ना? So do it for 6 months then, and take small, don't take very impossible kind of targets. Always take 1 mala every day, 2 malas every day, 3 malas every day. Just things that can be easily done. Don't take something very difficult that you can't do, and then you break it and you don't do at all. Don't take like that. Yeah.
So, but then 14 days wala involves 8 malas a day.
14 does, it involves 8 mala. It's strong. You do that first and see how you feel about it, or how that person feels about it. And then take a longer one, give 1 mala every day for 6 months. Like we do it for medicines, you take 2 pills every day for 3 days, and after that you take 1 pill once in a week, something like that. Yeah, longer dosage. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that was very, 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 very beautiful. It was an excuse to come and see you all. I haven't seen you all for a long time.